All right. So the 2020 vice president debate just finished, and just like last time with the first presidential debate, I am here to just give a quick summary about the questions that were asked and the answers that both candidates gave. Again, this is not a deep dive into what they said. I'm not going to do any deep analysis of what they said. This is simply just a here's a quick summary of the facts. If you're a person who just wants the facts quickly, or if you want to just ignore politics altogether, but you know sometimes you have to talk about politics and you just want to have a quick and easy answer to give other people, this is the video for you. So the first question asked was just to Harris. It was basically, if Joe Biden is president, what will he do about COVID? Her reply was simply that they have a plan, but she didn't give much details about the plan. And that's going to be a very similar theme that both people are going to have throughout the night. And that is that they don't really answer the question. They just ignore it, or they just beat around the bush. The next question was, why is the USA having so many COVID deaths? Again, they both just ignored it. Vice President Pence took the time to say that if Biden were president, more people would have died. And Kamala Harris just said that Trump's current plan isn't working. The next question was, why was there no social distance with Trump? Pence said that they thought that everyone was safe because they trust the people. And Harris just took the time to say that Trump and Pence, they aren't telling people any information about COVID. The next question was only for Harris again. It was simply, if there was a COVID vaccine, would she take it? She said that if the doctor said to take it, she would take it, but if Trump said to take it, she would not take it. Next question was, should the people be worried that Trump and Biden are both very old if they were to become president? And again, they both just ignored the question and started bashing each other about the people who they're running with. They even asked the question again of, should the people know about the health of the candidates? And they both, again, just ignored it to bash the other people. The next question was about Trump's plan. Harris simply said that they want to repeal it and replace it with something that would help the environment, invest in people and infrastructures. Mike Pence said that it's doing great and it's working, and they're going to keep it. Next question was, should the USA be ready for a recovery of the economy with COVID going on? And they both ignored the question to just bash the other person again. So the next three questions were all about the environment. The first question was towards Mike Pence. It was simply, does climate change cause bigger hurricanes and more wildfires? The next question was, what was Joe Biden's stand on the Green New Deal? And the third question was to both of them, saying, does climate change cause a threat to people? And they both just ignored it. They were both just saying that, hey, the other person did a bad job with the environment. The next question was, what's our relationship with China? Again, they both just ignored it, taking the time to bash the other person about how badly they're doing with China. The next question was, what's the role of the USA leadership with other countries? And Harris said that Trump is hurting allies and helping enemies. Biden said, no, we're holding allies accountable and hurting our enemies. The next question was, if Roe v. Wade was appealed, what do they hope their state that they represent do? And they both just ignored it to talk about the Supreme Court. The next question was, how will Trump protect people with pre-existing condition? And I'm amazed by this. They both, again, just ignored it to talk about the Supreme Court nominee. Next question was if there was justice for Breonna Taylor. They both basically said no. The next question was, will there be a peaceful transfer of power? And they both kind of ignored to just say, hey, you need to go out and vote. And the final question was by a kid, an 8th grader, who said, how can citizens get along if politicians don't get along? Mike Pence would say that, hey, we do get along. We just debate a lot, but after the debate is over, we get along. Harris would say the same thing, but while she was answering the question, she was basically giving a little speech as to why people should vote for Joe Biden. And that was it. Now, personally, I dislike this debate much more than the first debate, because at least with that debate, they answered the question. They just had a bunch of yelling matches. On this one, they constantly just ignored the questions to just bash the other person and bash the other party. It was really annoying to watch and just listen to them just bullshitting all the time. So if you're a person who you don't really watch politics, but sometimes you want to contribute to the talks of politics, you could just say that during this debate there was a lot of beating around the bush and both of them look weak. If you're a Democrat or a Republican and you don't want to bash your own party, you could just say, oh yeah, the other person did political bullshit and beat around the bush a little bit. But if you're someone in the middle, you could pretty much see like, oh yeah, they both beat around the bush, didn't answer the question, and we're just doing political bullshit. Um, and that's about it. Again, I did not like this debate. I think hopefully the next presidential debate will be much better. Again, I'll make another video about that one. And I want to thank everyone who saw my last video. That's by far the one that has the most views according to what I see. And hey, hopefully I could do it again. I'll keep doing it. We could talk about politics and not bullshit each other. You guys have a good one.